Good evening, and welcome back to Timberborn. I really hope this is working this time. I've done the testing, it should be fine. So, from that you can gather, I've had problems. I have already recorded this episode and spent an hour or God knows what recording it and doing the bits pieces, and to find out that the footage was blank. As in, there was 0 file size on there. OBS was recording, it breaks every 10 minutes and makes a new file every 10 minutes for me, and I had 4 0-byte files with nothing recorded in them. So yeah, and I couldn't remux them, I couldn't do anything with them. It was just I don't know what happened. I have since fixed that problem. I have tested, everything is working fine, but it does mean that lots have been done. So the ground floor is done. Look, the ground floor is done. Okay, we've done all these bits and pieces here, and I've got some other stuff done, but I did manage to stop. I did manage to find the problem, fortunately, before anything dramatic happened with it. But yeah, so I've stopped this here because I need to change it. I need to remove this and rebuild it slightly because it's connected to the roof and I can't clear stuff out. And so that's what we're going to do here first. And I also need to get some more metal because we can't build any more stations because we run out of metal, which means we need to get the center platform going. But before I do any of that, I'm going to go up in floors. Let's go to the top. Because you'll see there's another gap here. Now, I've looked at this here and I have remeasured things. There are now 7 gaps between each one of these, which means we should be able to get a 2-tick floor. There's a few little bits and pieces in places that are a bit weird and things. I've tried to fill stuff in and get stuff doing what it's doing there, so... But I'm hoping this is going to be fine. And I've also opened up the big wall on the side there. So, you can see the wall there is opened up, which does mean that there is a little point there. So there's one point where it's only 1 thick, but that shouldn't be a problem because it's right on the edge. It's right on the edge. Let's go up to that. So you see it's right on the edge. All the rest of it is fine. So it all connects absolutely fine. And what I've done is here, this is dug out at the correct point for the 3rd. No, it's not. That's the ground floor, isn't it? That's the ground floor, isn't it? Yep. That's the ground floor. I made a mistake here. Oh well. Oh dear. It's fine. We can deal with that. So yeah, that's the ground floor for the next layer, isn't it? I shouldn't have done that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's the ground floor. What I should be doing is going up by 3 and putting in a layer there. But oh well, it's done now. So what I'm going to do is be super brave. I'm going to pause the game and I'm going to come into here and we're going to remove all of these platforms, and what I'm hoping is going to happen is that everything is going to collapse. Why is that not? Oh yeah, because that was a big hole. Everything will not collapse. So I'm going to do this like this and it will remove stuff above it. Ow. And if we go up, you'll see it builds it perfectly. However, I'm too far down for doing this, but that's okay. That is okay. That is actually okay. We'll be okay with that. So let's remove that there. Let's remove that there. Some paths are being removed and other ones aren't. Doing the weird thing again. That's fine. And the center one is all a bit weird because we need to move that place there. So, but look at that. So, and then we go up, and it builds perfectly. This is there's that path there, that shaft there that I've broken. So that's okay. We can fix that. But there we go. Awesome. And we got loads of planks and things back. So what I want to do, actually, I want to go down here and I want to repause these 2 plank guys because I don't think we need them. There we go. And the beavers can grab the pathing, so that's fine. So there we go, and we get that there. But it's wrong. It's in the wrong place. I messed it up. What we need to do now is we need to build up around each of these and blow up 2 rows. So what I should have done, I should have come to this row, which is the 3rd row, done everything to blow up, and then we would have got a column that's 3 tall, and then it would have started building this at the 4th height. Because, yeah, I messed it up. But that's okay. We can deal with that. All we do is we come in, and we put a couple of ladders in up against the corners. So like this. Let's just put some ladders in. Anywhere we kind of can. And then we just need to move those two around like that. There we go. And then we just connect up some paths to those. Do one more down there. And then what I'll do is I will come in and connect up. Be a path there, should be a path there. Boop and boop like that. There we go. So build all of those things there. And then I'll do is I'll come in and I'll once it's built, we'll come up and we'll blow above here, all the way around, and we'll go up another one and blow all the way around there. And then when we remove them, it will collapse down to the size we want to go to there. This was suggested by somebody in the comment. I'm sure it was suggested previously, and I can't remember who it was. And I've closed the window now, so I don't know who it was. But thank you for suggesting that's how we should have done this. I should go to 3 floors up from the ground. So we should go to, instead of going here, we should go. So 1, 2, 3 here. So this floor here, and this should be where we remove, where we build the thing. Good job. Good job. Try again. There you go. That should be where we blow the holes up. And then when we remove all these, we can then just blow down by 2 levels here, and that will give us the floor that we want and the columns that we want. So, yay. Okay, so we need to build a little bit more there and build more infrastructure, and that's fine. But what I want to do in this episode is I want to change things. I've done some things as well here. I need to remember what I did, what I haven't done. So the columns for the path are now it's one thick, and apart from the very bottom one is still tall because it has to, because that's where the water sources are in there. And there was also somebody who commented on about the water sources that I'm cutting them off because I'm blocking them in. That doesn't make it. The water source produces a amount of water based on its strength, and it produces it on the block, and then the block pours out from either way you're going. So it doesn't matter if you block off one side of it or whatever, the more water will just pour inside. So you're not slowing down the amount of water you get, you're just concentrating in one place. So yeah, I don't know, but anyway, but as we go up, they've gone into one single column all the way to the surface where we have built this contraption here. That was the last of our metal, I think, that went into there. This pours water into the bottom here. It pours out here for the moment because we haven't got a tank. But then when the bad tide comes, it fills this whole thing up and pulls out of there. So you see, there's no water in there. But as soon as the bad tide comes up, these close. It goes all the way to the top and pulls out the side there. I could have put this at the bottom and had it pull water out the bottom. I could have done that. I realised that after I built it, but I didn't. So there we go. Boom. So that's it. And then this tank will have a tank around here that'll fill up from the bottom to the top. So yeah, but we want to move this. This is the big thing. We want to move this here. How are we going to move it? Well, we're going to use the special tool. So Shift, Alt, and Z. To bring up the development console, and then in demolish ones we have a new option called delete objects, which you can delete this here like this. So pop, pop, it is gone. Beautiful. Turn this back off. You can also, in that option, that controller one, you can go to your metal. You can go to map editor on over down here on the bottom right. And you'll see there is a underground ruin, so we can put one back in again. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to move it to the bottom. There it is, all the way down here. So how do we do this? Well, we need to support the roof on the edges and have it come down differently, because turn off dev mode, because the miner is quite tall. The miner is quite tall. It is 3, 4, it's 5 blocks tall. I'm going to go with 5 blocks tall, because if you go to 4, You see it clip through, so that means it's probably got one more above that. So it's 5 blocks tall at least. So I want to have supports here that will hold the roof up. So I'm going to go with, I don't want to put, well, we need to get up there, don't we? I wonder if I just take this out and destroy it and see how far up it auto digs. Do you want to give that a try? It'll take out this whole column basically. We'll have this pyramid in the center of it, which may cause a problem, but we can always fill it in later. I like the idea of that. Let's live dangerously. Let's give this a go. So let's do that, and we'll fill that in there. And then we can put in the mine there, and then do whatever above it there. So yeah, these have got no metal blocks, so okay. And I think that's everything done. I did turn this off here, because I want to remove the top of this. Like this, which removes all of that. Yep. And then I need to get up there somehow and put the dirt back in, don't I? Not that I need to get that. I don't actually need that dirt in there. No, we could also get rid of those if you wanted to. So there we go. But I just wanted to do that to make the to make it look. I didn't have to do that. I could have left it, but I want to do that. So, and then we want to seal this off here again. But that was the whole reason why we kind of couldn't do the thing we were doing here. So I couldn't do what I wanted to do here. So we need to put the overhangs back in again. And then just reseal it in the way we do. I could have run it straight to the roof. I don't know what I'm doing here. Why did I do that? Oh, because it didn't line up properly. I didn't like the look of it. That's why. I want to remove those, which means I need to go up there. Can we zoom in on that beaver there so I can come down to this height so I can actually move the camera around and do things properly? We've got a sluice that empties out there, and then we need to seal it off on top. But I can't just go on top, like in with dirt or something. I can go on top with dirt. I might make this all dirt. I think I should have made this all dirt originally. And now I can dig down as well in this one here. So I kind of want to remove all of this with the exception of those and rebuild it. But we don't have any metal. And I think the water pumps, yeah, the bad water pumps require metal. So before we do anything with that, I can turn that on and off briefly to fill this up to get some metal going. I think we will do that. I think we're going to rebuild this. We're going to demolish and rebuild this. But for now, I'm just going to let them build this in here. Dig out this in here. It should be fine. Everything will be beautiful. We're going to go up to whatever height it was here and see them building there. There's loads of stuff on the floor here which I need to. So I think we've got the planks in place. Yep. Now I need to also build supports here. Just remembered. Because if I want to be destroying the bits around it, it needs supports, because otherwise you can't get in there to put in the thing. So like we haven't got supports here. I can't go up one, and I can't put in the things here because it won't let me, because there's no support underneath for doing it. So what I need to do is I need to build supports underneath, and I have just realized as well I need to build it all around, because I need access all around to do this. That's because I built this one wrong. I built this floor wrong. That's okay. That's okay. That doesn't matter. There we go. Build those. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so let's do this here, and then let's see what this wonderful thing is going to do for us once it is done, and then we remove it, and, well, see whether the entire ceiling collapses all the way to the surface, shall we? So let's see whether this is a good idea, a bad idea, or a terrible idea. How far up do you reckon this is going to go? Ooh, quite far, but do it. Poof. Okay, so how far up do we go? Oh, wow. There, which is only 2 floors into the next floor above. Okay. Not so bad, not so bad. We will replace that. We will absolutely replace that. What we'll do though is we're going to bring in a new underground ruin, like so. Oh, like that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then turn this off. We're going to unlock the efficient mine, and we're going to put that in. And I am going to face it. I think I'm going to face it that way towards that. This needs to be moved around here, but yeah, we'll do that. The efficient mine can replace that. I don't know how many treated planks I have. 472. We require 300. Cool, we can build that. Awesome. And then we want to go up and see how far up we need to go before we can build over the top of this. So if we go 3, oh, that's it. I don't want to go 3 though. That looks a bit weird. Well, then again, because what I want to do is I want to go up and I want to put in supports kind of like that. Don't think they're touching. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we put dirt on top of these. I know there's nowhere for us to get up there at the moment. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. We will... I don't think you can go out from those, because I don't think you can build... And I'm going to make it as solid as I possibly can. And we've got up another one. Then we do the same thing on here. Like that. And we've got up another one. And oh, I don't know where the I've gone to the wrong side. Right there. So that's the floor for that one. Oh, that's not so bad actually. I think that's right. I think that is correct. Probably doesn't even need to be as big as this. So you will... There we go. You're going to drag into all of those points. Beautiful, beautiful. That. And then we just have to fill in this one here as well. And not that one, because that one's going to be empty anyway. So yeah, cool, cool, cool. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to clear out this row. We might have to do something in the center there with that, but yeah. So that's the dirt we need to re-put in there. Now I could probably, well, they're looking at this. This seems about the right size as those. Then that one does, and then that one does. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. So we're doing that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. We need a way to get up there. The problem is what I need to do is really get up there from like this height, but then I need to be, that might have to be done from the floor above, and we might have to kind of baby it in places, like making sure they don't fill in the layer on top before they do the layer below. But then this is the floor we're going to take out. That's going to fit in that one there, but it won't fit in that because the one underneath it isn't done, because that one isn't done. So that's going to be a pain to build, but it's there. But it's there. Also, if I was to make the what if we went 1, 2, 3, 4 and then came in? You're going to come in by 1 there. Although we don't need the green land in the center. That can be artificial. That one there, that's fine. And then the center of all the rest of them, there will be a column which goes up the dead center of the whole thing. So we need to replace the dirt, at least in the very center column. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to build that. I don't have a clue how I'm going to build that. Not a clue. But we will see. We will see. Okay, so beavers, go, 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 go. I would like you to prioritize this as a workplace, as a thing there. And I want you to do scrap metal, just standard scrap metal, because we really need to get some scrap metal going so that we can I can destroy this and rebuild this over here before we run out of extract, which will stop our population growing. So there we go. Awesome. Okay. 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 This is good. This is good. This is good. So, yeah, we've just got a big hole we have to deal with there. We could have put the supports in first. I absolutely could have put the supports in first. I know we could have figured out and built the supports and whatnot that, but I didn't. But I didn't. We could also leave a great big hole in the floor above, you know, right in the centre, if we wanted to. We absolutely could. The floor being thin in the centre doesn't matter. It's just around the outside, well, just here basically where we have the water. You know, we could have a big hole there. Wouldn't make any difference. But I'm going to try and rebuild it and see how we go with it. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All is good. All is wonderful. Oh, I need to reset the camera. There we go. So we've got loads of planks here with storage space we just can't use. So that's fine. You have done your thing here. So we want to come into here. And we want to... oh no, we'll go around the outside of that. So right, I'm going to actually pause the game a moment. I'm just going to... Actually, we can unpause the game. It doesn't matter because they're not going to come and do this. They've got stuff downstairs to do first. So. Oh, and that one... Yeah, that one needs to be... Yeah, with like this. Take out the center ones. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's how we need to do this here. So, and then we come up and do the same again. This is the awkward one because of this here. I need to get in here and do stuff with this. Because it can actually reach over way further because of things. This is not the most efficient way of doing things. I know, I messed it up. I know, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Let's get rid of these here in the center. Oh, is that one there? That's what we want to blow up there. And then when we remove all those, that should cause the columns to collapse down to the size they want to go to. Now, this one, unfortunately, can't really get in there to do that. So we're going to have to do this, I think. Like that. And then I might build a ladder up to get up to those ones above. So, yeah, that'll be fine. They can't reach up that high anyway. They might be able to reach up that high. I think they can reach 2 above them. I don't know. There you go. But anyway, our mine is running. Hurrah! The mine is running. Beautiful, 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 which means we're getting the scrap metal in. You are full. You are absolutely almost full of scrap metal. Beautiful. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to remove all this, with the exception of the tanks. We do want to remove the tanks, but not right now. I'm going to delete all of this and all of this here and all of this here, like that. And then I'm going to build a terrain block structure around this. Now we want to put in the floor around the edge of it, which we can do. That's not a problem. Like that. We'll just seal that off. And then what we can do is come down to this height and remove this block. Put in a sluice. That way. Put in a piece of dirt on top, like so. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And that sluice will pour down into a river, which we can do here because we can now blow up into the floor here because now we've finally finalized exactly how we want things to be going and doing, and everything can be awesome. And then it can literally just pour out into the sluice and then just pour off the edge of the map if we really wanted it to. Or what I could do is try and make this a lot smaller. So rather than do the sluice here, how about we do the sluice on the other side? This side. And we'll have like a pool here of water. We'll do the impermeable floors all around the outside. Not impermeable floors, the barriers on the outside. All around. All around that. So what happy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 5, shall we? Let's do 5 by 5. Like that. The irrigation barriers will go all the way around the outside like this. That will stop bad water being travelled along. That's fine. And then we can put pumps in here, but they need to be up on top of stilts and things. So yeah, and then I can come up to this level, remove this guy, put in a sluice, sluice like that, and have you set to something really low, like only fill up by 0.5 or something, so you never overflow. Okay. And then we can build that. That'll have a little pool there. We can put pumps on this pool. We can put a big water tank next to it. Maybe high. So you can't build on top of those. So we can't build. I can't build on top of them anyway. But even if I pick something else, let's go with that. But you can't build on those. They are not allowed. So we'd have to go up by one, which is really not a problem. Really, really not a problem. We could just, you know, do that, build on top of all of them around. Maybe put double ones in here with certain. We could put the pumps inside here, and then just have ways down, and yeah, that'll work better. I think that'll work better for us. So yeah, okay. So can I get you to empty, you're gone, and I'll leave those two so we can move them to there so I can build the rest of this here. Speed up time. Hopefully our haulers will come and do that. We are using more oh, I need metal blocks, don't I? Need metal blocks. So let's I don't know where I'm zoomed into. Let's go to here. Oh, we can get rid of all these center ones as well here actually now. So that's cool. It's going to be a bit of effort for each and every one of them, especially this one, because we can get in there. Okay, that's not so bad. Where is our metal? That's explosives. Let's shut you down. We have enough explosives for the minute. Let's turn on the metal workers. Doesn't need metal. Okay, these are empty. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, there we go. Right, so that's the plan. That is the plan going forward. Get rid of the path. Yes. Irrigation barrier. Top. I know I don't have to have it all the way around. I'm just doing that because I can. Simple as that. There we go. We are wasting a bit of space on the edge here. We could do other things. This will be fine. This will be fine. I don't know if beavers can cross irrigation barriers. I hadn't really thought that one through. So what I'm going to do is put them down to be the lowest priority, so they get built last. There we go. And we'll build ladders up on the side or something to get up to here. That would be fine. I'm not sure if they can cross them to get the dynamite in. So, but there we go. Okay, so you're going to go make the scrap metal. The scrap metal will be coming into metal blocks. The metal blocks will finish the stations off, which will then allow us to get beavers come down here quicker, which would be very, very nice. We then need to kind of prioritize this and get this working here, because otherwise we're going to run out of extract, which affects our beavers, because our beavers require bad water to become extract, and the extract is required for beavers to grow. So, okay, let's leave this one here. Let's come back next time. We'll sort this out as well over here, and everything can be awesome and wonderful, and there can be much rejoicing. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I am very glad this has finally happened. I can't believe, like, hours of gameplay and 45 minutes of footage just gone. So, but anyway, until next time, as always, have fun.